Hello everybody and welcome to Active Aggression. We're going to take a look at the beta version of Active Aggression. It's the reboot beta. And if you haven't heard of Active Aggression, then well, I'm guessing you've been doing something else with your time. What was that? Okay. I haven't played this in a while.
Upgrade completed.
So I'm not even sure what team I'm playing as. I assume I'm playing as the US Army. However, don't quote me on that.
Building completed.
Okay, right. So we start with an extractor. We need a refinery then, I guess. It's got an, yeah. Oil can be converted into dollar in the refinery. Right. Which means we're going to need some dudes. Not enough dollars. Not enough dollar. Yeah. But anyway, yes. I'm not playing as the US Army. I seem to be playing as, I think, the Shadow Cartel. We use KMX helicopters for everything. The reboot version of Active Aggression uses a single currency game type. It's a single currency, so everything is just in dollars. And oh dear, kind of screwed myself over by building that barracks, didn't I? Whereas the original version of Active Aggression is multi-economy. However, it was a little bit. I didn't realise it was. Active Aggression was supposed to be sort of a reboot or a callback to the original Command and Conquer style game, but the limited resources and the limited multiple resources kind of made it a little bit not like that at all, and really not very fun because of, well, I mean, you would run out of resources and you wouldn't be able to build any more units. The factions could generate one type of resource but not the other that they needed, except one of them which could generate both. I'm not entirely sure which that was. I think it was the Shadow Cartel could generate both by selling prisoners, but the US Army could only do one, and the other team, whichever they're called, I can't remember because I've gone into this completely unplanned, could generate the other type. But not money. So you would eventually run out of resources, which would mean you run out of you would run out of the ability to actually build anything, and you would just get steamrolled, basically. Because if you didn't win by the time you'd run out of resources, there was nothing you could do. You would have to sit there and lose. So, Fusion Systems, the guys that made this game, and they're also more well known for Wargame, decided to do a reboot. Which is this one. What I'm doing here is I'm capturing a bank. And they have money in it which you siphon off slowly, depending on how many men you have inside. I'm not entirely sure why the game is so quiet. I assume it because I must snap an oil extractor to an oil field. Oh, I see, the oil extractor is actually the helipad, so I think. Not entirely sure. That's a HQ, don't want that. Vehicle bay. We want one of those. I'm just doing a one-on-one against a very easy AI because I have gotten what I'm doing, which is quite evident in the fact that I'm being so slow playing an RTS. And I wanted to try out the single economy version and see how different it is to the multi-economy version. I do quite like active aggression, but I didn't like the multi-economy version because of the fact that you would just run out of resources and not be able to do a damn thing. And get prison module. And with that I can deploy the barracks anywhere on the map. Yeah, I'm the Shadow Cartel because I can turn these into stealth labs, which just makes them invisible.
What now?
We'll have that there, and we'll have one. Sure, there.
Building completed.
So why can you only build? Why can you only have one helipad on the extractor?
Building completed.
That's kind of awkward. I might have to turn these down to 2 apiece and then just because they're waiting quite a bit. No, you go up here. I could just build another Skylab, but well, another K-Max tanker, but I just can't be bothered really. I don't care which one of you does it, just get up there. Pretty sure I built 6. However, it's only given me 5.
Where do you want it delivered? Pickup point.
Pretty sure I can auto-assign them. Yeah, I can.
You've got a job to do. Pickup point.
Need another one then. I seem to be kind of slow at the early game here. Probably due to my lack of practice. Well, I can't get any of those, so looks like all Shadow Cartel buildings have to be built close enough to each other. But at least they don't have to be attached to each other. Right, so we've got a tank and an anti-aircraft tank. Let's get force projection and actually have...
I'm busy right now.
Aren't you guys supposed to be collecting?
Skyframe.
I guess not. Okay, well we'll have to have... Okay, max there. I would actually prefer it to have it a little further away than that. Sort of here.
You've got a job to do. Acknowledged.
I guess those three are in range. Didn't I actually tell you to build that?
Building completed.
And we'll have one in here as well. Probably going to net me another helicopter.
Building completed.
It is going to net me another helicopter. In which case you can come scout for me, because kind of useless. Okay, the couple that are visiting here, I'm going to have to change your drop-off point. Damn, they're quite rapid. Jesus.
Unit lost.
Quite weak too. Ah well, you've got resources now, so...
Building completed.
Pick up and drop off. And drop off. And you're picking up and dropping off there. And you're number 4, so you can go up there. Don't really need 4, not when they're so close. Bit of defense. Just in case. So anyway, back about this game, other than the fact that I've not played it for a very long time, not since Active Aggression was actually in beta. I have forgotten how to play any of the teams, so I am playing as the Shadow Cartel, I remember that much from what they do. There's the US Army and another one. I prefer, I think, the one that I can't remember the name of. I think it's the Syndicate. I don't remember. That is something I should have looked up before I started. But I just chose random so I could find out what the single economy mode is like. So. Which is not bad. I prefer a single economy just being money, or maybe a dual economy.
Completed.
But I believe Active Aggression was a triple economy: money, oil, and rare metal, or yeah, money. There was money from oil, metals, and rare metals, or for one team, and for the other team it was radioactives, I think. I can't remember. But there was rare earth elements and there was another rare one as well. But the US Army didn't use them. I don't think. Obviously, having Active Aggression, I can just go and fire up the original version and check. I will probably do a video comparing them. But who knows? We'll have that because that seems useful. And yeah, double the charge, tandem charges. Assertion. The Shadow Cartel is all based around stealth, being sneaky and advanced tanks. Because these are rail guns. They don't look particularly good because I've had to turn my settings down to get roughly 60 FPS. Because I mean, I could live, although it does jump occasionally, but due to some. Well, it's not the FPS of the game that's dropping. It's a bottleneck on my computer. So I do apologise if the footage jumps a little. Where are those men? They're getting there. Men are a little slow, and their animation is kind of.
Upgrade completed.
Yeah. You do have a tactical map. Which is useful if there's lots of trees and things hiding behind buildings and stuff. But other than that, it's not overly useful. I'm going to go and poke the AI a little. A jackal. That's transport. And so is the super hind. And that's a mortar carrier. And we should be able to build more stuff now because we don't have Black Ops because I haven't researched it yet. Which is for my advanced buildings. Life insurance. Apparently I get half the money back if any of my men die because they're all mercenaries. Which is kind of useful. I mean, for the 2,000 it costs, that's kind of useful considering, well, people can start getting expensive. 600 for the Shershin, so you get 300 back. I'm not sure if the tanks count as
Black Ops available.
mercenaries as well, but there doesn't seem to be any useful tanks there anyway. But right, we need power, so we get tokamak generators for whatever reason they decided to use a tokamak generator. It's not exactly what I would call smart move, considering their lack of use. We can get upgrades in the repair center. We can get a combat kit for the scout. Also lets them detect stealth. Replace dual machine guns with a flamethrower because apparently it has better range. I'm not sure how a flamethrower has better range than a machine gun, but it does. I can give the Super Hind napalm bombs and replace the Amos's HE shells with intelligent anti-tank ones. Just does more damage in AoE to tanks, but less to vehicles, or less to infantry and buildings, which is quite a good trade-off. But let's actually get some stuff built. All of these advanced buildings require power, so prototypes unit. Prototypes. Yeah. Prototype units. Advanced units. Yay, advanced units.
Building completed.
Aircraft. We'll have aircraft down there. We now have 20 power. And a helipad. We are going to get... well, there's the scout. Doubles the income generated by POWs, and you get POWs by having your infantry capture their infantry.
Unit is under attack.
Oh dear. I'm doing precisely nothing to that, so time to go.
Unit lost.
And he exploded.
Unit is under attack.
That was a hell of a missile shot. They must be America. They must be the US.
Upgrade completed.
So now we can get the Shadowhawk transport and the Comanche gunship. And a light fighter bomber with cluster bombs, and which we can upgrade to have stealth missiles. And an air superiority fighter,
Building completed.
which we can upgrade to have better missiles. It can fire rear-fired missiles. There's also a Valkyrie supersonic bomber with napalm bombs, which we want. So we want the stealth lab. You build me a stealth lab, which does what exactly? Just yeah. Gives me upgrades. Railgun turret. We'll have one of these here at base. We're probably going to need another reactor, actually. And repair drones for all my buildings.
Building completed. Upgrade completed.
Right, so now these new units that we can get can capture. Well, these two can capture infantry. Those can.
Building completed.
And yeah, just 3 types that can capture infantry. What can you upgrade? Built-in electricity generator. Okay, so we can just not have it consume the 1 power grid that it consumes. I can now get the supersonic bomber and upgrade it with
Upgrade completed.
long-range AA missiles that can fire in a 360-degree arc. Seems kind of overpowered. Give Super Hinds and Valkyries the HQ and the HQ countermeasures. I don't know why the HQ would need countermeasures, but fair enough. Increases the number of shells fired by the AMOS, which is the mortar array, and the other thing that I'm not going to try and pronounce, but increases the cooldown time between 2 salvos. Okay, that lets the Shershans and the Grinches fire their missiles further and indirectly. Increases the mercenary infantry units' hit points and optical camouflage for most vehicles. Planes don't actually come in and stay, and these air control centers have limited slots for them. The Valkyrie taking up 2. You call them in. Anyone familiar with Wargame, anything after air-land battle will be familiar with calling aircraft in from the side of the map, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's just the type of game it is. Let's have a couple of those. We actually need more of these buildings because we don't have an accelerator. Speeds up production time of stuff in the buildings in the area. So in there, I don't know, 1 there. So yeah, there's that. And the final thing, the underground stock market, producing credits every 2 seconds. So
Upgrade completed.
bunch of those, I guess. Comanches, however you pronounce that. Helicopter gunships, that'll do. Right, let's have that, that, and that, because we have all the money in the world. Okay, the Valkyries only take up 1 slot each, so that, and we'll have 2 of those. I could upgrade these with stealth, but it's not really worth it, considering you know where they are. The helicopters are flying to them, but I'm going to do it anyway. You want to get that and that. Just a bit of research for no reason.
Upgrade completed.
Some of those, and we want a.
Upgrade completed.
Don't want one of those. We want those.
Upgrade completed.
Every building within the accelerator's range becomes stealth. There we go.
Upgrade
And
completed.
that's going to stealth my entire base almost.
Upgrade completed.
Ops in mind, sir? Roger, sir.
That's a quick upgrade. And now you can see everything shimmers with stealth. We can also get the super weapons now. Which is what we're really here for, really, isn't it? The super weapons. So there is one super weapon for each team, each are different. They'll do basically the same thing. I get the Thor Control Center,
Upgrade completed.
which just drops... Well, it's an orbital strike, so... I'm not quite sure what it strikes, but or what is dropped from orbit. I don't know whether they're rods or whether it's some sort of laser or what.
Building completed.
We'll have a couple of those, just because the AI really can't stop me.
Completed.
And there's the Sky Guard, which shoots down super weapons. So we're going to have one of those. Let's get our guys in.
Upgrade
Oh, we still have
completed.
I thought some of these would take up more than one slot. They did used to. Or maybe it's the Shershin that does. Okay, so you can load these up with 4 orbital strikes each. I believe it's some sort of laser. And this can be loaded up with 3 and starts with 1.
Building completed.
Shoots it down with a laser. Well, I'm not sure how you shoot lasers down with lasers, but... details, I suppose? So let's have a bunch of those. The AI would probably get a warning that I'm... well, the other team would probably get a warning that I'm building them, but I'm out of money as well, so... let's have 2 in each. Or they would show up on the map, I'm not entirely sure. One or the other. Let's get Combat Scout as well.
You need a tank busted, sir?
No, they only take up 1 slot as well, so let's have a couple of those.
Scout ready.
Let's get my scout up. Let's go and find their base and drop some napalm on it. I like the fact that to travel quickly, just like in Wargame, units will stick to the road. Okay, well, it lets me know when one is ready, but... once it's ready, there's not really anything you can do about it, is there? I mean, if there's no warning that a building is being built, or the super weapon itself is being built, what's really the point? And we're actually probably going to get this thing out of the way. Well, that killed everyone. Wow, these things are slow. Come on, guys, you're supposed to be motor roll fighters, aren't you?
Unit is under attack.
Well, okay, that was slightly more effective. I was rolling. They got a little circle going on there. That's actually quite efficient. I like it. I could orbital strike it and be really mean. They reoccupy the building. Those scumbags. I'd prefer it if you guys didn't drop a bomb on my units.
Unit is under
Not caring. Right, we're going to orbital strike this. So we want to see it really, don't we? So fire the laser, and then it travels across the map for some reason. And boom! There we go. I suppose that could have been flashier, but it did the job. Right, we haven't actually got any experimental units yet. What have we got? Armoured transport with autocannons, a big battle tank that can be upgraded with sensors, which increases sight and main gun range. That just upgrades its hit points. We have the self-propelled gun, which it can turn to fire on the ground, and the VOSAT, which is kind of like a... well, it's like a... well, I forgot the name of that now. It's not the shortcut, it's the other one. It's the the one with missiles. God! Mind! Why has my mind just gone to jelly? We'll have 4 of those. I'll remember it in a minute, probably. And we'll have 5 of those. We have these mortar trucks here. We might as well move up and just sweep up this AI. Just because, well, they're not exactly going to put up any of a fight, are they? Why can't you get in there? Oh, you do take up 2 slots. I'm just being a... just being silly. Right. I guess you can walk. Or you can stay there and defend. Whatever. And what, they've reoccupied the building again. Okay. Wow, am I sure those are Moors? Strix mod. Effective against tanks and vehicles. Oh, you can turn that on, okay. That is one hell of a barrage. That's only 4. If I just built a bunch of those, it would just... it would annihilate anything, really. Where is artillery? Let's try these.
upgrade completed.
Well, it's not really doing that much damage, but it's just making them run away. Right, now they've got their main gun upgrade. I have 2 more of those, we might as well just annihilate them all in one fell swoop. I kind of want to take some prisoners and show you that, but there's not really any point. I've got all the upgrades, it's a bit of a...
Unit is under
it's a
attack.
bit of a shallow game compared to Command & Conquer, but... yeah, that's it, leave. You're supposed to be gunships. How short range are you? That short range. Okay. That's just majestic. The unit escaped in that volume of fire, but it was still majestic. waiting for the artillery to get up here. See, now this dude here, this pilot, I could actually use my infantry.
Upgrade completed.
He's a 1-star pilot.
As stealthily as possible.
You get pilots that drop out of any vehicle that is destroyed, and
We'll stay off radar.
the higher level the vehicle, the higher level the pilot. So now what I can do is not kill him.
Unit
That would be a bad idea. Is capture him. And now he's mine. I don't have to take him back. He's just my prisoner.
unit lost.
What did I lose?
Unit is under attack.
Oh, I lost something. Hey, look. There's a bunch of pilots that seem to have forgotten that they were supposed to be running away. I guess they attacked me or something. But they're all cowering because they're near my units. I lost a contractor. Okay. Either that or they're wounded. No, they're prisoners of war, so they must be. Yeah, they're wounded men. My man got killed outright. Look at it. They're not pilots, they're wounded marines. So I'll go and capture them all.
I usually don't make prisoners.
And I get paid and they get transported to my prison, which seems to be full. So I guess I'm just getting a flat income for capturing them. So I'm going to build a couple of barracks up here and put some prison modules in them. And we want to try these guys out, don't we? We want to see how far they fire and what it's like. Oh, they're attacking my my bank. That'll get them nowhere. They're assaulting me. Oh, I see. They're wounded. They go down as wounded because I believe I have a bit of research that makes my men fire less than lethal rounds at infantry, giving a higher chance of them going down wounded. So, not there. No, don't deploy. Don't deploy there. I want you to deploy over here.
Just dare call me nurse.
Building completed.
And everyone has their own little lines they say.
Hippocratic oath. Never heard of it.
Building completed.
They're supposed to be kind of cheesy one-liners, but I seem to have the sound turned down, so can't really hear it.
Hippocratic oath. Never heard of it.
I guess you could probably hear it, but I'll probably have... Well, no, I won't need to adjust the game volume in post, so you might actually be able to hear what they're saying.
Unit is under attack.
Alright. That wasn't very friendly now, was it? So there's lots of prisoners. I've captured them all without actually building the prison modules on these, so that was a waste of time. But we're not here to actually play this game competently, we're just here to have a look at the reboot.
Building completed.
So you guys are going to open fire on this and see what happens. Okay, that's impressive. What have you got? Double cannons? If all else fails, fire twice. Well, I'm pretty sure you actually fire more than twice, and you can fire smoke as well. I'm sure they fire like 5 or 6 shells each.
Upgrade completed.
But then again, these let out a spray of 6. Well, we might as well go and find their base and just annihilate it, really, hadn't we? So, yeah, let's just move up and murder everything, I guess.
Under attack.
They seem to like attacking me down here, so I guess they're coming this way.
Just dare call me nurse.
You need a tank busting, sir?
Punisher ready. Readying my gear and moving.
Unit is under attack.
I guess right, look at that. They have a little defensive station here. And the little bird that can fire
Unit lost.
80 missiles. Kind of awkward. Or is it? Oh no, they've got troops in that building now.
Unit is under attack.
The little bird's just as... Oh no, they don't.
Unit lost.
Although I do believe it is actually an 80 yeah, javelin unit. Alright, well let's just burn them out.
Unit lost.
And build some more of those because they lasted all of 5 seconds.
Unit lost.
Where'd you come from? Now he's unloaded troops into the bank. Oh, he's dead.
Base
Pilots
is under
are
attack.
slow. Well, he seemed to have dropped, but he also seemed to have died, so I'm going to need another one.
Unit is under attack. Base is under attack.
It's kind of unfortunate. I'm going to have to kind of burn you guys out of there and drop napalm.
Unit is under attack.
But let's run you over here.
Base
You're a
is
scout.
under attack.
I would imagine they have some sort of... Are these effective against vehicles? Damn it. Okay, I'm doing that wrong then.
Unit is under attack.
They won't see us coming. Don't try to run. You'll not be tired. No problem.
So that's why they weren't dying. But anyway, that doesn't really matter because we've just ran through their entire base
Unit lost.
and scouted it, so we can just do this. Although these might be anti-super weapon. We'll find out in a minute, won't we? They are indeed anti-super weapon. Scumbags. And they had enough for all of my super weapons. That means we're going to need more. Since the Thor only requires 2 power to build.
sir. No problem.
What's your range? Just out of range.
Ready to strike.
Well, never mind.
At your command.
Down you come.
What are your instructions? Driving there.
We can build a bunch more, since they build rather quickly.
Building completed.
The Thor only has 100 health. I would have thought it had more.
Building detected.
But I guess I would have thought wrong. Oh no! Avengers!
Unit lost.
One more, we're dead.
Well, that's actually fairly effective. It's not going to be very effective against all of these Thors I'm building, but I guess that's not the point, is it?
Unit
Oh,
lost.
they have units. It's interesting.
What is the rescue team doing? What is
Hey, my pilot got away. That must have been a long walk. A medical transport helicopter.
Command D, awaiting your orders. Hostile down.
Dead.
Get me out of here.
Unit lost.
Damn. Well, even if the AI is a little bit slow, they still seem to know what they're doing. Still not going to save them though, is it?
Unit is under attack.
They have far too many of those. Considering.
Unit is under attack.
Switch to anti-tank mode.
Unit lost.
The hell is that?
Unit is under attack. Unit lost.
Well, I'll give it to the US forces. They can certainly call in a lot of stuff very rapidly. So let's get rid of whatever it is that's calling those in. But I'm not entirely sure what that is. So let's just hit the helipad. It's probably that radar actually. Not that it matters because we have rods to drop.
Unit lost.
Or wherever they are.
Spotting hostile down there. We're going to bomb them back into the zone.
Patriots are also apparently anti-plane. There's only so many missiles you can fire at me at once.
Unit is under attack.
Glorious destruction. Killed a lot of them. You're still building two, so we'll have another one. Just drop here. We'll get 4 of those because they're effective against buildings. they were the air control centers. Now I guess I can just finish them off with my tanks.
Unit is under attack.
I've got a horse then. We're on the move. Let's go.
We've got incoming!
As a shadow.
Unit is under attack.
Pretty sure they're supposed to be visible. But no, that's just me.
Unit lost.
Okay, well, bomb the shit out of that. So that's what's providing the power.
Unit is under attack.
Bombs away. And that's them defeated. But then again, that was a very easy AI, and AIs would be kind of harder as well. They put up more of a fight. You would, hopefully. But that lasted a lot longer than I wanted to, just because I was piddling about. So I thank you for this look at Active Aggression Reboot with me. This is just one of the 3 teams. They all play differently. The Shadow Cartel that I was playing as prefer stealth. The US Army prefer, basically, they're just all-rounders. They don't really specialise in anything. They can just build a lot of stuff quickly, I think. But they're all-rounders. And there's the 3rd team, which I believe specialises in high damage, slow units, something like that. Don't take my word for that. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. And you can leave a like if you enjoyed this episode. I'll do a video on the original version of Active Aggression if you want to see that as well. You can also share with your friends, it would help me out a great deal. And I'd very much appreciate it if you did. And you can subscribe for more. And I shall see you all later.